My first memory of flowers doesn't come from a garden or a flower nursery like this.
So cute, right?
It comes from a place I hadn't thought about in years, a small balcony covered in soft pink roses. For years, I thought it was only roses, just pink, everywhere. I don't remember conversations. I don't remember if my mom watered them every evening. But I remember the color. And I remember the feeling that it mattered.
So many beauties here. I'm a happy girl.
Today, I think still looking for that same feeling, but now I look for it through color, paper, and paint. Okay, so trying to see which pinks should I use here. After so much digital work, where everything is clean, adjustable, and doable, I started missing the mess, the weight of a real brush, the resistance of paper. A few months ago, I ordered these acrylic gouache paints.
Hello, good morning. I finally have my box of art supplies. Let's unbox it together.
Not because I needed them, but because I felt creatively tight and I wanted to loosen something.
Oh, this is the ash green that I bought. Yellow ochre. This is the one that I wanted to buy for a long time, but it is really shiny. And this is the pale pink. And I think they're a beautiful combination. And finally, oh my God. This is something that I bought to try because the difference between the gouache and the acrylic gouache is that acrylic gouache is really made, dries really fast. For my kind of work, I like that I don't have to wait, and also the effect, it's very opaque. And this one, it can also be opaque, but when you add more water, it becomes more watercolor effect, so you can play with a lot of textures.
All of these memories, my mother's balcony, these roses, this pink I'm still learning to accept, eventually find their way back to my desk. Today, I want to dedicate this video to the women in my family, to my mom, who taught me the beauty of making things with my hands, the analog way, and to my daughter, whom I want to show all the colors of this world. I don't know what she'll remember from her childhood. Maybe not the conversations, maybe not the lessons, but maybe she'll remember the colors. I chose the hibiscus for this painting because it's not my usual flower. It's big, unapologetically pink.
I'm mixing gouache and acrylic gouache, which there are different mediums, right? But I'm going to see, maybe this is too peachy and this is too cold as a pink, should be in the middle of these three. So I'm going to mix it and see what I can get.
And I don't always admit that I like pink. It feels so predictable. Like wearing a classic black dress. It's beautiful but expected. I've always wanted to push things a little bit further, not to be different just for the sake of it, but to find that slightly mysterious edge. Something softer but not obvious. Maybe I avoided pink because I didn't want to feel predictable, but maybe there's something braver about embracing what feels obvious. I'm mainly a digital artist. In digital world, you can undo everything, you can perfect everything. Traditional painting doesn't let you hide. There is always a moment where I look at the canvas and think, the color feels wrong. the proportions feel off, and I feel like an imposter, like the mistakes I'm making are probably beginner mistakes. And also the peachy colors are great to give a little bit of lightness in here, I think. For someone who has worked traditionally for years, this feels experimental, fragile, but this is where my inspiration hangs. I need to pick those brushes, I need to pick up my pens, and I need sometimes to be messy in order to create something beautiful. What once lived only inside my iPad and my private sketchbooks now lives in people's homes. So these three small ones and the big one goes only for one person. Sometimes as a Christmas gift. These are perfect for the new year. Sometimes hanging quietly in someone's kitchen. And that still feels a little bit surreal. Something that started on a balcony I barely remember can now travel far beyond it. Hello, it's Saturday. Today I am going to my favorite flower shop. I was thinking to plant something for the spring, so hopefully I can see a flower that I can paint. Sun is peeking through the cotton white blinds. Your hands still tangled up. When I picked this David Austin rosette, it felt strangely familiar, almost like I was trying to get closer to that balcony again. Maybe that's why I chose them, not because they are trendy, not because they're perfect, but because they felt like a memory. I mean, I couldn't help it. Just laugh, let it fall.